Great. Welcome everyone to today's open discussion. So, all of you who have joined us today, you have been a part of these open discussions at least once. So, you know how these sessions go. We are going to keep it conversational, and the topic of today's session is five practices that we can follow to better any relationship. So, this is going to be like in general, be it romantic relationships, family, friends, platonic relationships, colleagues everywhere, in any form or kind of relationship, these five practices are going to be applicable. Okay. So what we are going to do today is I'm not going to share like all the five pointers in one go. We will divide today's session in five different parts of 10-15 minutes. And I'll share one pointer and then we will have a quick discussion on that because see, there's no rocket science. It's not like the pointers that I'm going to share with everyone. These I have discovered and somehow they are special or nobody knows them and all that. Definitely, the wordings that I'm going to use are not the typical, usually, what people, how people um, use the terminology, but still, uh, at some level, we all know all of these things. So I've heard it some or the other place. But what is more important for us is to see that what are the reasons because of which we are not able to apply or practice these pointers in our lives, what are the blockers, and what can we can do to eliminate those blockers or to mitigate those blockers or to manage them or regulate ourselves. We'll see, right? So we'll keep it conversational. All of you are welcome to give your input, share your viewpoints, and yeah, so let's begin with the first pointer for today, in five practices to make any relationship better, right? So the first pointer is listening skills and giving undivided attention to people, right? So this is a very common thing for us to, hear in corporates or here in any kind of relationship workshops that, we should have listening skills. We should listen to other people and give them undivided attention. Our presence is the most important thing in, any kind of a conversation. However, if you look around or even you observe yourself, maybe not now, maybe in the past, or maybe now also, we don't know. But if you just become more observant enough, you will see that most of us don't have, the capacity or the presence that I'm talking about, or we are not able to give the undivided attention that is required to be given in a particular conversation. So now let's talk about that. What are the hurdles on the way which do not allow us to fully listen to the other person, right? And somebody else is talking and the recipient is has something else only uh, going on in their head, or they're just trying to formulate the response that, oh, let this person finish, and let me speak up. And with most of the people, even before the other person finishes, it usually happens that we just cut them off and we start sharing our point, and we are like so impatient कि मेरा भी सुन लो, मेरा भी देख लो. So, yeah, what could be the hurdles and blockers on the way? So, over to you guys. What do you feel about this? Yes, Chetan.
Yeah, hello everyone. Happy Holi to everyone. So, Anamika, coming back to your question, I feel uh, there is this. I don't know whether uh, it comes to us naturally or unconsciously. It has got built up within us, but we have this compulsive urge to make our presence feel. Like, for example, this is not only in any relationship. But let's say when there is this group discussion, like the group discussion that is happening even now,
Hmm.
when somebody says something, like for example, you started off with this topic by saying this point that. So this is, I mean, this is through this example, what I'm trying to say is when we get a gist of, okay, this is the point that is being conveyed. So our mind uh, automatically starts functioning in the way, okay, this is the point. What information I am having regarding this particular point that is being spoken or being shared right now. So so if not, whatever information, how can I express so that I can lay an impression that I can make
Hmm.
my presence feel. So there is this compulsive urge and a tendency to lay
Hmm.
our imprint, our impression, our make our presence feel that I am here and this is what my viewpoint is. And everybody should better get this viewpoint because there is this attachment, there is this unconscious attachment that we have to our own viewpoints also. And maybe I'm not too sure,
Hmm.
but out of this unconscious attachment arises this urge to state that point. It is like
Hmm.
it's very something very deep, but I, I'm not too sure. I cannot vouch that this is the fact, but it is like uh, uh, egoic attachment.
Hmm.
We have our egoic attachment to our own viewpoints also, the way we think, the way we perceive things. What are our sets of right and wrong? And
Right. We have something to prove.
ego always has this tendency that I should exist. I, sh- you know, I, how can I prove that I am existing without, and this is my viewpoint, and it has to be this way because there is an egoic attachment to that viewpoint. Without this viewpoint, ego will cease to exist, and ego will feel endangered. So that is the reason why. It is very deep thing, but I hope you are getting what I'm saying, Anamika.
No, no, absolutely. Um, if we have to give a name to what you're trying to say, Chetan, so I feel we can call it lack of significance. Right? So most of us as humans are somehow suffering from this lack of significance that, of course, then in, other terms, we can say we don't feel we are enough, or we have something to prove, or we have to get it validated, or we have, like you said, we have to, show that, I am also something, or some there are different kinds of fears and insecurities also that could come up for different people in this. But yeah, absolutely, I totally agree to this point that you said, and this is a very rampant thing that we are going through. We can see it all around, that all of us experience so much of lack of significance, that we have to, even with people, in with colleagues, with friends, even leave everything else apart, even in romantic partnerships also, people get into this kind of a rift where they're not listening to each other. They are like having that kind of a what should I say, battle, that, see, but this is my point. So
Uh, yeah, Anamika. So only one
mm,
sentence I have to say. Now this may sound philosophical, but if we are connected to our source, our higher selves, I know this may sound a bit exaggerated at this point, but if uh, if we are connected to our source, if we are in sync, in coherence with our source, with who we truly are,
mm,
and the same thing I can express it in other words. In other words, if our egoic attachment to our own viewpoint is this,
mhm,
if we are in control, it requires conscious practice. Obviously, it requires conscious practice. But if we do that, then not only we will be in a listening mode to what others are saying, but we
mm,
will also get that, okay, at this moment we can express also what
mm,
our views are. We can have our views. Having our views is not wrong. But egoic
mm,
attachment to our views is what makes things difficult. So
but
we will get when we
Chetan,
have to
you are
express.
talking about the solution part right now, but
Yes.
now let's first explore the problem part completely. Okay, and then once we have covered all of these things, then we'll go to the solution part. Okay, so let
Okay.
it
Okay.
build
Okay.
up.
Okay,
Let
okay,
it
no
build.
issues, no issues. I will cut it right away. Thank you.
Okay. We'll come to that, but later. Okay. Thank you,
Sure, sure, sure.
Chetan. Thank you for sharing. How about others? So, one point Chetan made, lack of significance, and of course, it's related to so many different things. What could be the other hurdles or blocks on the way which stop us from having, that listening skills? Anybody else would like to share? Yes, Akilan.
I think even if we listen, keep on listening. If you go into the listening mode, sometimes we feel bored, correct? Like whether somehow we feel restless, we feel bored. I think that is also one of the hurdles. Like, that's what I could feel.
But why we feel bored or restless? So these two are very different things. So maybe the conversation is boring. That is one thing. And yeah, so we can have a different conversation uh, like that. But why restless? Why boring is restless?
Uh, I don't know. I don't know how to explain, but sometimes it's we keep listening. Suppose suppose I discuss with my reportee in my office, like he or she keeps on telling the problems, but I will sometimes I feel that if they are able to come make some solution, like okay, they may not be right, at least they may not be 100% right. At least if they are say okay, if they say this is what I would feel, that these are all the options that we have, that these are all the things for as a kind of a resolution to this problem. So but instead of that, if they keep on telling the problems, then sometimes I feel frustrated or I feel bored, like it means become restless. So so whether and also you lose interest in that by keep listening to them, correct?
Okay. But as a superior, why don't you have a conversation with them? Why don't you ask them questions or,
Yeah.
just highlight this point to them? So for an example, let's suppose I'm ranting about something and only talking about problems and problems and problems. And, Akarma will then come and just tell me, okay, I understood that this is the problem, but what now? Right. So listening skills does not mean that we only listen and we keep listening and listening. It's not a passive state. Listening skills is a part of a back and forth conversation that you listen, and then of course you have to talk back you after the conversation is done.
Yeah, that's correct.
Hmm. Yeah, Palak, you want to say anything on this? Okay. I guess that was my mistake. Yeah. So what stops you from asking questions after you have heard them completely?
Yeah, I think they encourage normally. Even one of the points that our HR suggests is to ask a lot of open-ended questions. At least just prompt them so that
Yeah. Am I
it,
audible, Anamika?
Yeah, now you are.
Okay. So I think sorry, I was talking on mute. I didn't realize that.
Oh,
Yeah. So, okay. Firstly, happy Holi to everyone. So, I was having some points in this regard, wherein why do people stop listening to the people, like in romantic relationships or be it any relationship? So, I think this is kind of a subconscious act wherein our mind blocks the information we are getting from the other people uh, uh, based on our past experiences with them, like what kind of decisions they have taken or what kind of trustworthy people they are. So if once in a lifetime we encounter, okay, these people have not take decisions in their life which has turned anything into good, or maybe they are not knowledgeable enough, they just try to please people or something like that. If we have that kind of mindset for them, then also we block the information that we are receiving from them, because it just it just feels like this information is not valid because it is not coming from a person whose words are powerful enough to give us any direction in life.
Very good point, Palak. I mean, totally what you're saying is true because we have our own judgments, our own opinions. Now, our own judgments and opinions and preconceived notions could be coming from two places. One is our direct experience with this person, and another with, maybe not with this person, but our own experience in the past, where,
Yeah,
they have said something and it just triggered, maybe a memory that happened maybe, let's say, 5 years ago, right? And
yeah,
then we have gotten into that chain of thought where it's like, if this is something, that is happening, maybe the conversation is going to go in that place.
yeah,
And
yeah.
then we become kind of,
Some
the defense
yes.
mechanism is activated.
Defense mechanisms gets activated, and sometimes we just get into that loop wherein the conversation never ends and we feel like, okay, this is very exhausting and I don't want to talk to this person and we shuts off.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. And in that entire point, maybe there was a possibility that the other person was, going to say something similar or anything, but we, because of our own filters, we have not even given them a fair chance to
Right,
just
right.
speak it out.
Yeah. For example, if someone is giving some advice on health or anything like that, but he himself
Uh,
is, we are seeing it physically that he is not active or he has gained weight or something, but we would not take his or her advice because we are seeing
mm,
that, okay, this person is not implementing the advice, whatever he is giving to us. Maybe they are implementing, maybe they have their own reasons and all, and maybe their advice is good, but still we created a blockage because okay,
mm,
this advice is coming from this person and we are seeing that on his body it is not what they are saying, so their actions are not matching their words and all, right?
right. Absolutely. Absolutely. Totally makes sense, Palak. So whenever we are having conversations with people, that's exactly what's going at so there's this kind of, so electrical kind of a circuitry happening, some kind of mathematical formula happening at the back of our head, subconscious or rather, let's say, unconscious. And we are like ताने बाने बुने जा रहे हैं दिमाग के पीछे और ये बस सोच रहे हैं कि बस अब इसका ये सेंटेंस खत्म होगा ना and this is what I'm gonna say.
Right, right.
Right. And that is uh, in a very interesting way, not even the response to what the other person is saying. वो हमारा अपना खुद का बनाया हुआ सेल्फ क्रिएटेड ओपिनियन भी हो सकता है, जजमेंट भी हो सकता है, और a very different viewpoint in which we have mixed so many things apart from what the other person was trying to say. And then फिर वहां पे सारा रायता हो जाता है,
या ट्रू, और कन्वर्सेशन किसी और पॉइंट पे ही चली जाती
डायरेक्शन
है
पे
और जो
चली
मेन
जाती है.
टॉपिक है वो खत्म ही हो जाता है।
Absolutely.
एंड द
Absolutely.
बिगेस्ट थिंग इज कि वो टॉपिक उस पॉइंट के लिए तो खत्म हो जाता है लेकिन वो फिर बाद में भी कभी ना कभी आता जरूर है, पर वो रिजॉल्व नहीं होता है जब तक उसको एड्रेस ना किया जाए।
Absolutely. Hmm. Yeah, so very good pointers. Lack of significance, like Chetan said, what you said, Palak, preconceived notions, beliefs, judgments, opinions, our own fears and insecurities. Maybe something gets triggered in us. Another is our need to seek approval, validation, proof that I also exist and my viewpoints are also important, and all that. Apart from that, like Akilan was saying, that you get bored or restless in the conversation. So bored is one thing, but if boredom is bringing restlessness, and if you're not able to handle that thing, now in that part, it could be coming out of habit. Because we live currently in an environment where there are so many distractions कि हमें फोन में नोटिफिकेशन आ जा रहा है, हमारे पास 50 एप्स होते हैं, वी आर गेटिंग कॉल्स, वी हैव वर्क ऑल्सो, वी हैव सो मेनी थिंग्स, सो मेनी एक्टिविटीज. सोशल मीडिया में वी हैव 10 friends and they're uploading their pictures, somebody traveling there, here. countless things, right, which can become distractions for us, especially technology, right? A new series coming up, ये नहीं देखा Netflix में, उसमें Prime Video में ये miss हो गया. Long list. So we are getting more wired towards being distracted, towards consuming, adding, accumulating more and more things. And when we actually have to listen to somebody, our machine needs to stop. But the machine is getting trained to not stop. It's getting trained to be functioning continuously, right? So habits could play one role. We have not made it a habit to listen to other people. Then all of the points that we discussed, coming from our own filters, then so many distractions, all of these things, whatever it is for us, we now need to see. We can figure out that what is it that is causing me to not have proper listening skill in place. What is the reason that I'm not able to provide undivided attention to people? Like just simply being present. Like usme koi rocket science nahi hai, just being present and just you're listening to the other person, right? So presence is something that plays a very, very important role. Yes, Chetan, you want to add something?
Yeah, just one very, very small point. Now, in any communication that is information based, where one party has to give information to the other on a very general level, what I have observed is people these days are already having a preconceived notion that any information that I want is already available in the net or in any book. So, what extra is he going to tell? So, people already have this set preconceived notion, because of which now this happens especially, like for example, in colleges, college teachings, or in any other school teachings or classes-based teaching, where as a teacher, if I have to deliver information, now my intention from my end, from my own perspective, is that I have to ensure that I deliver the information and it enters the student's head. Because in that case, I would have done my job properly. But if you look from the student's perspective, they are like, what is he going to say which is not there in the book? Or what is he going to say which is not there available in the net? So let me just be in that passive mode where I'm engrossed in my own head, or I want to entertain myself so that I discuss something with friends and all that. Maybe students don't pay attention. Just very small example that popped up in my head, so saying that. So in that case, the communication between a teacher and student is not happening. It's not effective.
Right. Cool. Thank you. Thank you so much for adding that. Thank you, Akil and Chetan and Palak, for adding all of the pointers to the conversation. And all of the pointers you guys highlighted was quite apt and relevant, very valuable. Okay, so now we will continue this conversation forward and we'll go to the second point. Okay, the second practice that we can do. तो एक तो हो गया listening skills. अब इसी पे build करते हैं. And the second layer that comes up is seeing things as it is, right? Which is linked to the first point of listening skills, but a little more deeper. This practice of seeing things as it is. So, like the point that Palak was trying to make, putting forward, कि हम उसमें अपनी चीजें मिक्स कर देते हैं, अपने फिल्टर्स, अपने एक्सपीरियंसेस, अपने नोशंस, बिलीव्स, हमारा सब कुछ उस कॉन्वर्जेशन में मिक्स कर देते हैं. और अगर उस कॉन्वर्जेशन में मिक्स नहीं कर रहे हैं, देन ऑल्सो we just have lost, we don't even have the faculty to listen to the words of the other people. हम अपनी किसी दुनिया में बिल्कुल busy हैं, right? Something is triggered and then we are like so restless and we are like so much here and there, but not in the now. Okay? So we have lost the capacity to see things as it is, right? Now, what it means to see things as it is. So let me share a few pointers just to build upon this, and then we will talk about this. So, as it is in any relationship, is to see things as a give and take, right? Now, I'm not talking about equal give and take. it's like shared ownership, shared responsibility. And I'm not sharing that at all times, all the parties involved in the relationship are going to have the same responsibility, similar responsibility, equal responsibilities. No, 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 no. But seeing all of these back and forth, the give and take, the giving and receiving, ki, this is my share of responsibility, and I am willing and I'm open and I'm ready. And not just all this, I am taking all of these responsibilities, but I'm also allowing the other person to take the responsibility for what they need to come forward. ठीक है. अभी कैसा होता है यूजुअली इसमें आ, उल्टा होता है, राइट, बिकॉज ऑफ आवर ओन फियर्स एंड इनसिक्योरिटीज या जो भी पास्ट एक्सपीरियंसेस ट्रॉमास वुंड्स व्हाटएवर वी हैव हैड, we either take too much responsibility or we take responsibility for things which other people are responsible for. जो उनको करना है हम उनको भी अपने ही कंधों पे ढोके चल रहे हैं, right? And those people who are taking too much of responsibility, not allowing the other people to take responsibility, end up feeling what? Taken for granted, taken advantage of, resentful, angry कि मैं ही सब कुछ करती हूँ, मैं ही सब कुछ करता हूँ, I'm giving so much, I'm not getting reciprocation, I'm not getting it back, और blah blah blah, all of the things. और या तो फिर उल्टा हो जाता है that people start feeling so entitled that they're not taking responsibility that they are supposed to take, or for the things that they are supposed to actually take the responsibility, right? So they end up feeling again that मुझे क्यों सुनाया जाता है, मैं तो अपनी साइड से कोशिश कर रहा हूँ, मैं तो अपनी चीजें कर रहा हूँ, this is my capacity, I'm entitled, I'm not supposed to do this much, this is another person's responsibility. So the इसमें as it is जो चीजें हैं, all of these things are coming from the fear and insecurity कि either we feel obligated कि हमारे लिए कोई कैसे कर सकता है, or we feel कि मेरे लिए ही क्यों नहीं हो रहा है सब कुछ. And the funny part is कि at times we take responsibility for things जहाँ पे हमें लेने की जरूरत ही नहीं थी, and we don't take responsibility for things जहाँ पे हमें actually जरूरत थी, right? So all sorts of raita is happening except seeing things as it is कि हाँ ये मेरा काम है, this is something that I have done, or this is something I'm supposed to do, now this is your part. That could be at times 60-30, 50-50, 40-60, whatever ratio, 80-20, 90-10 also, depending upon the situation, depending upon the person, depending upon their capacity, depending upon so many factors, right? And also acknowledging the fact that we are ensuring that it's like a win-win for both the parties. It's like both of these people are evolving in relationships, growing through the activities, growing throughout. So as it is, ये जो चीजें हमें देखनी होती हैं, whenever we talk about emotional intelligence, there is one word which is not said all the time, but it is kind of, क्या बोलते, एक word होता है ना, मतलब it's given, and that word is situational, right? So emotional intelligence, even though we say these two words, it always means situational emotional intelligence, right? Because emotional intelligence का मतलब ही होता है that you are free of concepts. आपने पास्ट की चीजों को बहुत रिजिडली पकड़ के नहीं रखा है कि चीजें ऐसी ही होनी चाहिए, यही सही है, यही गलत है, ये these are the directions. But you are free, not rigidly, occupied the concepts, but you're also free to create new concepts. कि इस situation में this is what is applicable, and let's take the action according to this situation, right? So this is another part of emotional intelligence, of seeing things as it is. Another part of seeing things as it is acknowledging the differences that two people can have, the complementary things two people can have. In fact, yesterday only I was having, a conversation with, a potential match. So in conscious matchmaking, people get these matches. और कल एक बहुत प्यारा सा, मैच था, वी वर टॉकिंग एंड हैविंग दिस कॉन्वर्सेशन कि people very rigidly and confidently come and say ki this is exactly what I like, this is exactly what I want. However, there is there are three words that are actually silent in that sentence, which is as of now, right? So people say that, by the age of 60, by the age of 50, by the age of 40, this is what I'm gonna do, and this is how I envision myself, and I'm going to have this, exactly this kind of thing, and all that. We can create those plans. There's nothing wrong with creating plans, but it's not a rigid criteria. It's the planning where the juice is there, right? It's the planning that makes the difference because life is so flexible. We may experience so many different things, right? And then we can go forward and alter and improvise all the different scenarios. I'm just taking an example कि हम ये सारी चीजें इतनी rigid बना लेते हैं, which is okay to for functional purpose, to take decisions right now, understand things, communicate things, important, but they're not as rigid as we tend them to be. So seeing things as it is. So just having this, self inquiry whenever we are in any kind of relationships. Am I seeing things as it is? Have I considered myself? Have I considered the other person who's in the relationship? Are we different from each other? Do we have different mindset? Am I operating based on this situation, or I'm operating based on some experience in the past? And I'm, filtering the current situation with मेरा पीला है, नीले, लाल, हरे, पता नहीं कौन से कलर की glasses, whatever we are wearing. What is happening? Okay. So as it is. This is the second practice. Anyway, yeah, मैंने बस ये share करते करते इतना सारा बोल दिया. Now the stage is open to you guys. And anything else you would like to add, or anything you want to ask, कुछ भी, anything we can discuss this point.
Anamika, just one small sentence. When a person has gone through a trauma, or the traumatic experience is embedded within his or her subconscious, then it becomes relatively difficult for him or her to see things as they are. There will always be some preconceived notions, or some, looking at things through the through the perspective of those experiences. I hope you're getting what I'm saying.
हाँ, बिल्कुल बिल्कुल वो चीज होती रहेगी. एंड ऐसा नहीं है कि that thing will get vanished, just like that. कि the moment I decide कि मैं अब तो चीजों को as it is देखूंगा, और बिल्कुल मतलब as it is देख लिया. Why? Because the conscious mind is a very, very small part of how we react, how we respond, how we, um, communicate with life. Very small part. It's actually the subconscious which is driving the entire thing. Okay. But as a this always begins somewhere. ठीक है, हम क्वेश्चन कर सकते हैं why we can question, before we just react. Or it's okay even if we react sometimes, that's okay, क्योंकि हम सब कुछ कंट्रोल नहीं कर सकते. ऐसा नहीं कि हम बिल्कुल कोई मशीन थोड़ी है, वी आर ऑल ह्यूमन बीइंग्स. ठीक है, कोई बात नहीं. But we can always reflect upon, we can always come back, take a pause, and then see for ourselves कि यार ये चीज मैंने, मतलब बॉडी में क्या चल रहा है, मेरे इमोशंस क्या हो रहे हैं, what are the words that are triggering me, am I क्या this something that the other person is saying, let's suppose something they don't like about, and they just simply want to have a conversation that see यार देखो, let's suppose हम दोनों बातें कर रहे हैं ना, मैं आपको आके बोलती हूँ कि देखो चेतन यार, ऐसा हुआ ना ऑफिस में, तो मुझे ऐसा फील हो रहा है. ठीक है, अभी मैं आपको ब्लेम नहीं कर रही हूँ, मैं क्रिटिसाइज भी नहीं कर रही हूँ. ठीक है, आई एम नॉट, बट let's suppose you have had a wound where uh, you grew up with a critical mother or a critical father or a grandfather, grandmother, whomsoever, XYZ. ठीक है, बट ये इंटेंशन मेरा नहीं था, बट आपको ट्रिगर हो गया, ठीक है, बट हम अपने आप को थोड़ा सा 10 सेकंड का भी पॉज लेके देख तो सकते हैं ना कि am I now feeling the fear of abandonment or fear of rejection, or I'm fearing confrontation, being questioned? What am I getting so uncomfortable? Why am I in the rush to respond so fast? कुछ भी हो सकता है, डिपेंड करता है पर्सन टू पर्सन व्हाट एक्सपीरियंस यू हैव हैड, बट क्वेश्चन तो हम सब कर सकते हैं. That's the whole point, right? Ki we can become aware, and once we become aware, we can do something about it. We can change the subconscious programming. We can change the energy system. We can change the psyche. Not ऐसे चुटकी बजा के नहीं होगा, but हो सकता है. क्योंकि these are all learned experiences. It's not that कि हमें, हम पैदा हुए और हमारा कोई fate और destiny बस लिख दिया गया और हो गया. Right? So if we could learn this, we can also unlearn this, right? And then relearn something else. Yeah, that's why the practice. It's hard, it's tough, not easy, definitely, but required. If we have to create a good life for ourselves, good relationships, meaningful, build on our character, right? So a very important point of building character is not that we don't have fears and insecurities. It's about that whether we are willing to see them, acknowledge them, and heal them. That shows character. Character का मतलब ये नहीं होता कि मतलब बिल्कुल एकदम परफेक्ट इंसान है, वो पहाड़ पे चढ़ सकता है, कुछ भी कर सकता है. That has nothing to do with character. Yeah, you wanted to say anything, Anu?
Not saying, Anamika, I'm facing some problems, especially related to listening. It is happening since decade. Earlier, my listening skills were really good, including my childhood days and later adulthood, everything. But since decade, it is going down and down, and now I am feeling like I have reached that saturation level and no more, listening. I have to push myself, my mind so hard to bring back in the presence. Sometimes it is wandering, sometimes, as Chetan said, lack of significance, and also that Palak said, a lot of prejudicial and preoccupied things. So I'm unable to listen. When it comes to workplace, only if it is mandatory at the time from the team, I listen and I give the solution immediately back for. But rest of the times, especially in the virtual seminars and anything officially, I listen. Even in the, at least I can say 10% listening also I'm doing best. But so most of the times I feel like, okay, if I listen how and they're giving 100% of myself, I can create wonder, but it is not at all happening. So as I said, it is wondering. Otherwise, sometimes I go for unknowingly I'm sleeping. After listening 40 minutes or 1 hour or 1.5 an hour, I'm simply sleeping 10 minutes, 15 minutes, just sleeping. Otherwise, somewhere else and not knowing anything. This is the problem I'm currently facing.
हाँ, लेकिन अनु ये तो सबसे पहली चीज, first thing that you don't have to run behind 100%, right? इसमें there's no such thing कि 100% ही होना चाहिए. दूसरी चीज, if you look at, for an example, let me take Pomodoro technique that we follow. So there are two very classic Pomodoro techniques that are prevalent across. Okay. One is 25-minute working and then 5 minutes break, and another one is 45 minutes working and 5 minutes break. Why? Because that's how the brain works. It's not about the listening skill anymore. It's like the brain ka capacity has already reached the capacity. It cannot take anymore. So it needs some time to, just relax, freshen up, and then again get prepared to listen again. ठीक है? So हम भी, when at times until, it's a meditation session or anything like that. But if it is a activity session where, for an example like this, people come for 2-3 hours at times, we have had the discussions, but वो हमें पता है कि बीच में, for sometimes the brain will, just shut off and it will recharge itself. So it's not that कि 100% everything a person is going to listen to. So this is like too much of an expectation from yourself. You can build on this. The more you meditate over a period of time, the calmer you become, the more balanced you become, the more mindful you become. That can happen. There are people. So for an example, people, Buddha. ठीक है, example में बिल्कुल extreme example I'll take for you. So he used to go and lie down at night for 2.5 hours. ठीक है, that's all. And at that point of time also, he was awake. He was like, he would close his eyes, he would lie down, but he was conscious. He was awake of everything that's going on. ठीक है, but that's another, extreme state. But abhi, now, where we are, we have to take like one step at a time. So all we can focus upon is ki, am I getting better? So if, let's suppose you feel that, you're not able to focus, you're not able to do all of these things. If it is out of boredom, it's like ki 40 minutes ho gaye, 50 minutes ho gaye. Take a pause, recharge back. Beach mein, throughout the day when you're working, when you're having a hectic schedule, no matter what, 1 minute is something we all can take. Just to close the eyes, just to breathe. Kuch bhi nahi karna hai.
Okay.
Like a 1 minute kind of, cut off. Ki abhi for 1 minute, I'm not going to think anything. I've earned this. This is my time to relax. Right? And then if you feel ki, you remain observant. Okay? You start observing a pattern. Ki, let's suppose this is not just about your brain getting tired, body getting tired. This is about something else. And it is coming out of restlessness. Let's suppose restlessness is an issue. Right? Then you can go deeper and you can contemplate on what is this restlessness? What is it trying to communicate? What is it that I'm restless about? Where do I have to go? What am I trying to chase? What itna हड़बड़ी किस चीज का है? Right? Then you can contemplate on that particular problem and then resolve that problem. Maybe I'm just taking an example. There could be a different problem. Right? So for an example, if lack of significance is the issue, right? Then you can sit with that what is this lack of significance? Right? What can I actually do to meet this need of significance in a healthy way? Right? You could do it with a friend, you could, have a good conversation with a colleague, something. Okay. If it is still not going away, then understand the unhealthy part of it. Where is it coming from? From a mother wound, from a father wound? Is it related to low self-esteem? Is it related to poor self-image? Is it related to low self-worth? Right? For that, you can meet a need from another person, right? But from that, now you need to see that, do any of these things hold true for you? Right? We have had plenty of discussions on these topics, right? In particular. So we are not going to go in detail of that, but you can listen to those conversations. You can make the pointers. And once you get the pointer, so this one is specially for you, right? Once you get the pointer, let it sink deeper into your heart. Don't let it frizzle away. Right? Because again, you'll come back on the same track. So if you're doing something, let's suppose you're practicing gratitude, do it for some time, for long enough so that it goes to your heart. It's not just at the surface level.
Yes. Yeah. And they should not be doing it in the sake of doing it.
Yes.
Got it.
So do little, even though you do little, you do it fully. Like, bilkul, matlab, enjoy it fully, cherish it fully. That I did this, right? like celebrate it. See, I did this today, and I'm so proud of myself, and I'm enjoying it. I love it. Today I wrote 2 points. Tomorrow I'm going to write three, right? And then appreciate the three, and then you go to four. So likewise, you build upon it.
We got it. Thank you,
Okay.
Anamika.
Thank you, Anu. Yes, Chetan.
Is it okay, Anamika? Because it should not be like I don't give others opportunity. So it's okay if I proceed. Let me just ask casually
You
one
want to say
follow-up.
anything about what Anu was talking about?
No. I have a
Okay.
very interesting question that has popped up, and I'm sure this is an interesting enough.
Okay.
Can I proceed?
Yeah, please.
Anamika, when it comes to hearing, listening something, now
Mm-hmm.
there is this attention span. Maybe this attention span is there that for some time we are in a listening mode. But as and when the conversation, in any group conversation, if it stretches beyond a limit, that may vary from person to person,
Mm-hmm.
there is this resistance arises. I think you can call it a resistance to receiving, a resistance to receptivity, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, where does this resistance come from?
That though you'll have to find for yourself, because for different people, the resistance could be coming from different places. ठीक है. So for an example, I'll tell you. ठीक है, कल मैं टेम्पल में गई थी and then I was like listening to the discourse and मेरा तो आ गया resistance. ठीक है. And I was like, I just closed my eyes and I was just sitting peacefully, not, like paying too much attention or anything. I was just there. I was just physically there. I was, just because,
So
for me,
that's
the
okay. It's not
resistance,
wrong.
nahi, that depends. That depends from case to case. So, for an example, in yesterday's conversation, it was not like that a person was speaking to me. It was the person was speaking to 500 people, right? So, it's not that I was like having a conversation or anything. But if it is just about me listening to something, again, I didn't feel that it was as important for me that, it is something that I would want to put it inside my brain. I didn't feel it's helping me in any way. So I was like, okay, fine. But that is one thing. It was not draining me out in a certain way. I was not agitated. I was not like restless कि अरे यार क्यों बोल रहा है कब बंद करेगा बोलते ही जा रहा है क्या बकवास कर रहा है कुछ नहीं. I was just like this is not an add-on for me. I don't want to put unnecessary stuff in my brain. But if I'm reacting to it, and because of the reaction, I'm keep making, this. So this was also a reaction that this is not as important to me. But reaction, as in I'm talking about, intense reactions that, oh, this is bullshit, this is wrong, this is this, some judgment or something. And then I would be like, कि, क्या क्या है, कब खत्म होगा, मैं अंदर से परेशान हो गई. Then we need to see for ourselves. कि, then at that point of time, what is that reaction? Where is it coming from? Why is that coming from? क्या है उसके पीछे substance क्या है? क्यों है वो? So there's no general answer of what this resistance is because it totally depends on the person who's having the resistance. It's very subjective. Cool. Anything else you want to say? Then we'll move to Akshay Chetan.
No, I'm done. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Yes, Akshay, you want to say anything?
Hi Anamika, how are you?
I'm good. Happy Holi.
Same to you, same to you. हाँ होली से याद आया वो फॉरवर्ड वाले मैसेज से दिल टूटता है फॉरवर्ड में मत भेजा करो एक प्रेस में कॉपी पेस्ट करके भेजा करो
Okay. आप कुछ
Secondly, now I have a simple understanding issue. अभी आप ही के एग्जांपल से चलूं मैं अगर मेरे अंदर रेजिस्टेंस तब आएगी when somebody says something that I desperately disagree with. When that feeling comes,
Okay.
यार ये तो बकवास है, and then I stop listening to that person, whatever he's saying. Maybe after that one outburst, he's saying the most genuine of stuff, the most relatable stuff, but then I will not relate to that.
Because we have already created our judgment.
Exactly. Second would be response versus reaction. How to, get ourselves into that particular zone where we know we have to respond and not react. And third would be markers or pointers to finally realize that you have to let go of the rose-tinted glasses. These are the things that I would prefer a little elaboration on. I would request a little elaboration.
One by one करते हैं. वैसे तो these things are such, these questions are so detailed questions कि हमें 6 घंटे शायद कॉल करनी पड़े. Continue. But हाँ, first वाला question क्या था आपका? I missed that. कि resistance.
Right.
हाँ. तो response और reaction के बीच का क्या difference होता है? ठीक है. तो जब हम किसी भी चीज को पे react करते हैं, so it's coming out of the past. As simple as that. ठीक है. Past में हमारे जो भी experiences हैं, our belief system, our experiences, any kind of wounds or traumas or सही गलत के जो भी हम notions बना लेते हैं, जो भी चीजें हमने अपने अंदर रखी हुई हैं, ठीक है. Based on that, when we without even हमने पहले देखा नहीं कि सामने वाला इंसान क्या बोल रहा है, किस स्पेस से आ रहा है, क्यों बोल रहा है, हमने सारे फैक्टर्स को, खुद को, सामने वाले को, सिचुएशन को कंसीडर नहीं किया, एंड देन वी जस्ट जंप्ड इनटू अ कंक्लूजन एंड वी जस्ट रिएक्टेड. ठीक है. दैट इज अ रिएक्शन, बिकॉज अ रिएक्शन कम्स आउट ऑफ अ ट्रिगर. कुछ ट्रिगर होता है हमारे, दैट ट्रिगर हैपेंस इनसाइड अस. बट जो रिस्पॉन्स होता है, ठीक है, उसमें द ट्रिगर is not there. Okay, it's like you're responding to a situation. When you react, your reaction is coming from inside of you. When you respond, you're responding only to the situation. ठीक है. Maybe ऐसा हो सकता है कि आपके reaction और response में externally चीजें same दिखें, action same दिखें, ठीक है, but the space from which they're coming from are entirely different. ठीक है. क्योंकि एक जजमेंट से आ रहा है, ओपिनियन से आ रहा है, उससे आ रहा है, जिस भी चीज से, हमारे पास्ट की उससे, और एक आ रहा है जस्ट बेस्ड ऑन सिचुएशन. एंड इसमें सही गलत होने की बात नहीं है कि रिस्पॉन्स सही ही होना चाहिए, बिकॉज हमें एक लिमिटेड इंफॉर्मेशन ही होती है. ठीक है. फॉर एन एग्जाम्पल, कोई भी चीज लाइफ में होती है तो हमें उसका कॉन्सिक्वेंस नहीं दिखता है. वी कैन इमेजिन, वी कैन थिंक, वी कैन contemplate on the consequence, make decisions based on that, but we cannot be certain कि यही consequence होगा. It's not math. Life is more fluid than that. बहुत सारे factors हैं जो हमें नहीं दिखते. but ठीक है ना, हमारी best capacity में हमें जो भी consider हो सकता था situationally, before you joined, we were talking about the second topic, which is seeing things as it is. ठीक है. तो एज इट इज चीजों को देखने का मतलब, प्रैक्टिस करना इन रिलेशनशिप इज बिकमिंग सिचुएशनली इमोशनली इंटेलिजेंट. कि हम सिचुएशंस को रिस्पॉन्ड करें. ठीक है. हम लोगों को ना रिस्पॉन्ड करें कि नहीं, मतलब ये दिस पर्सन इज सेपरेट फ्रॉम मी, मेरे को अपना पॉइंट प्रूव करना है, बस अब मैं बोलूंगा.
नहीं,
दैट्स द डिफरेंस बिटवीन द रिएक्शन.
सॉरी, बीच में काट रहा हूँ. मेरे को ये पूछना है इसी पॉइंट पे कि हाउ डू आई रियलाइज मेरे को आई डोंट नीड टू एक्चुअली पुट माई सेल्फ इन अदर पर्सन शूज. मतलब इफ आई हैव टू रिस्पॉन्ड, आई विल, दिस इज मी, जो मैं करता हूँ, आई टेंड टू पुट माई सेल्फ इन द अदर पर्सन शूज, ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड वेयर दैट पर्सन इज कमिंग फ्रॉम, and then come to a conclusion ki whether he is talking some sense or whether he is talking actual bullshit.
Right.
So
Absolutely. बिल्कुल बहुत अच्छी बात बोली आपने.
So how do I actually get to that point ki no, I don't need to put myself into the other person's shoe. I know I am right here. I don't need to find a justification for being right.
But why not do that?
Not in every situation. not in every situation. Yeah, sometimes
अच्छा
sometimes क्या most of the times it is definitely you need to do that, but not
ओके
every
ओके
time.
ओके आई एम गेटिंग योर पॉइंट, आई एम गेटिंग योर पॉइंट। ओके ठीक है, ये भी आपने बहुत अच्छी चीज बोली। हाँ, तो अभी इससे आपने ना थर्ड पॉइंट जो था आज का, आउट ऑफ 5 practices you have actually brought out the third point out, which is
Okay.
focusing on win-win. ठीक है, so what it means to focus on win-win, what you're saying कि see, let's suppose there is a particular situation with an office colleague, ठीक है, एंड दिस पर्सन कम्स टू यू एंड सेज ऑल द टाइम कि मेरे घर पे ये प्रॉब्लम हो गई है, माय पेरेंट्स आर सिक, माय सिस्टर इज दिस, मेरे को अपने नीस को नेफ्यू को छोड़ने जाना है स्कूल में, एंड एवरी टाइम दे कम अप विद अ सिचुएशन एंड दे आर लाइक कि यू डू माय जॉब, ठीक है, एंड इस चीज में आपने you can put yourself in their shoes and you can um, understand their situation, but that does not mean that you have to approve the situation every time. So acceptance and approval ये दो अलग अलग चीजें होती हैं, अंडरस्टैंडिंग एंड अप्रूवल भी अलग अलग चीजें होती हैं, ठीक है। अंडरस्टैंडिंग इज इम्पोर्टेंट सो दैट एक्चुअली कभी प्रॉब्लम हो सकती है, ठीक है, बट अगर रिलेशनशिप्स में इट्स वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट टू मेंटेन अ विन विन, क्योंकि क्या होता है कि जब एक ही इंसान ना बहुत ज्यादा लीड लेने लग जाता है, देन इट बिकम्स रिजेंटफुल फॉर दैट पर्सन इन द लॉन्ग रन। सो ऑफ कोर्स इट्स इम्पोर्टेंट कि आपने ये दोनों साइड समझ लिया, एंड देन यू कंसिडर बोथ ऑफ द थिंग्स एंड यू से कि नो, अभी मेरा भी ये सिचुएशन है, आई एम अंडरस्टैंडिंग यू, बट आई वुड ऑल्सो लाइक यू टू अंडरस्टैंड मी, right? So that it can be a win-win for both of us. It's not always a win for you. Right? So healthy relationships are a win-win.
Okay.
They are never like you win, I lose, or I win, you lose. They are like sometimes I win, sometimes you win. And we see that in most of the situations how both of us can benefit from the, engagement.
Okay. Almost there. Still पता नहीं, थोड़ा सर के ऊपर से निकला।
हाँ, तो क्वेश्चन पूछिए।
क्वेश्चन अभी भी और सेम ही है, मतलब कि ये तो मेरे को समझ में आ गया कि ठीक है, बट टू रीच दैट पॉइंट वेयर आई नीड टू पुट माई फुट डाउन एंड नॉट बी अ टोटल पुश ओवर कि और अ डोरमैट, कि कई बार होता है ना, मतलब कि आपको लगता है दैट यू आर सो यूज्ड और टू हैबिचुअल टू सेइंग यस ऑल द टाइम कि आपसे नो बोला नहीं जाता। So
हाँ, तो
how do we cultivate ourselves for that?
तो फिर ये क्वेश्चन आ जाता है ना अक्षय कि why are you not able to say no? Why are you not able to set boundaries? ठीक है, ऐसा क्या फिर अगेन इट गोज बैक टू योर पास्ट एक्सपीरियंसेस की not in every situation you need to approve everything and anything that people say and become a doormat and become a total giver, कि आप मतलब दिए जा रहे हो दिए जा रहे हो दिए जा रहे हो, and then over a period of time, because that's how humans operate, if you continue to give without maintaining the win-win, people will start taking advantage of you. ये human nature है, इसमें अच्छे और बुरे इंसान की भी बात नहीं है, ठीक है, क्योंकि अभी हमारे देश में अगर कुछ भी रोड में मिलता भी रहता है ना, तो लोग बिल्कुल लाइन लगा के जाते हैं यार, चलो भैया भंडारा चल रहा है, तो
हाँ,
अब
right.
तो भंडारा खोल के तो बैठा है आपने। अभी आपको देखने की जरूरत है दैट व्हाई आर यू नॉट एबल टू वैल्यू योर ओन एनर्जी, योर एफर्ट्स, योर टाइम, इसके पीछे का सब्सटेंस क्या है, ठीक है। एट टाइम्स फॉर पीपल इट कैन बी दैट I don't want, I want to be a good person. I always need to be a good person. This is what a good person does. They give. क्योंकि बचपन से वो वायरिंग होती है ना,
Right.
कि be a good person. Good people give. They don't take from anyone. Akarma tells the story कि उनकी मॉम उनको डांट देती थी बचपन में अगर वो दूसरों के घर खाने चले जाएं, बट वो सारे बच्चों को अपने घर खाना बुलाकर खिलाती थी। तो isn't that like कि मतलब ये थोड़ा कॉन्ट्राडिक्टरी है ना, कि हमारा बच्चा तो कुछ रिसीव ना करे लेकिन हम दे, क्योंकि गिविंग बड़ा फील कराता है ना, ईगो बूस्ट करता है, देखा आई एम द गिवर, वी डोंट रिसीव, राइट? तो ये हो सकता है। दूसरी चीज, अगेन, आई डोंट डिजर्व इट, आई एम नॉट वर्दी ऑफ इट, हाउ अदर्स कैन आस्क मी, दे डिजर्व
एग्जैक्टली
इट,
ये
आई डोंट
ये
डिजर्व
ये
इट।
फीलिंग, एग्जैक्टली ये वाली फीलिंग जो है ना, ये वाली फीलिंग इसको कैसे हटाए?
हाँ, तो
आई एम
ये
नॉट वर्दी
फीलिंग
ऑफ इट।
हटाने के लिए, ये फीलिंग हटाने के लिए आपको पहले पता लगाना पड़ेगा, आपको ये कि कैसे बन गए आप ये। How did you create this belief? How did you reach this point where you started feeling that others deserve it, but I don't? Right? Because if you remember yourself as a small baby, आपको जब भूख लगती थी ना, तो आप चिल्ला चिल्ला कर रोते थे, हम सब रोते
नहीं
थे।
इतना, हाँ इतना छोटा था तो हमें तो नहीं पता होगा ना कि हम
हाँ,
रो
तो
रहे थे।
किसी उस टाइम पे किसी ने ये तो नहीं बोला ना कि छी कितना गंदा बच्चा है। तब तो लैंग्वेज तो नहीं आती थी ना, अगर मान लो किसी ने बोला भी हो,
राइट राइट
लैंग्वेज तो नहीं आती थी ना, तब तक वो एंटर तो नहीं किया था ना सबकॉन्शियस में। 2-3 महीने
राइट।
तक वी डिडंट हैव दैट परसेप्शन, तो हम तो चिल्ला चिल्ला के खाना मांगते थे, भूख लग रही है, खाना दो खाना दो। अब वी डोंट गिव अ डैम कि घर पे कौन परेशान हो रहा है, हम कौन सी जगह पे हैं। बट एट दैट पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम वी ऑल वर born with this belief that we deserve it, but at some point of time we realize this thing that maybe I don't. If I ask for it, I'll not get it. If I ask for it, I'm a bad person. If I ask for it, others will think that I'm selfish. और बहुत सारा belief system हो सकता है, right? So very recently we had a conversation on why it is hard for me to ask for help, which is related to this conversation we are having. तो
राइट।
आप ना टाइम निकाल के, वो YouTube में है, you just search for it on Anamify channel and listen to that.
यार वो पिछले वाले एपिसोड में वन वन पुअर लेडी वाज सो ओवर एग्जैस्परेटेड, आई थिंक दैट वाज द लास्ट वीक सेशन ओनली।
नहीं नहीं, उसके पहले हुआ था,
अच्छा उसके
why I
पहले हुआ
can't ask for help.
था। ओके।
Last वाला session was why I get attached very so fast.
या राइट राइट राइट।
तो वो पहले है, if you search on YouTube you'll find that session.
ठीक है, आई विल डू
ठीक है, तो आप वो सुनना।
दैट।
Cool. Thank you, Akshay. Cool. So Akshay, can you please mute yourself?
हाँ जस्ट अ सेक।
Sure.
वो एज यूजुअल गाड़ी चला, जोन
No
वही है।
problem. Okay. So Akshay brought out this very important third point, is that practicing focusing on win-win in relationships. Yourself, as well as looking at the situation, putting yourself in the shoes of the other person. Because one of the pillars of emotional intelligence is empathy. One of the very important emotional intelligence pillars, right? And we have not experienced everything ourselves in life, but we can always, put ourselves in other person's shoes and also listen to, ask them at least a question that, if you're saying this, then why are you saying this? Where are you coming from? I would be happy to know. Right? And then making an informed decision. It's not important like in the previous point, as it is wala point I was saying, ki, that ownership and responsibility, give and take, give and receive of the relationship should be balanced out, right? Based on situations. Likewise, this win-win, we need to see ki in how many areas we need to be considering, that, yeah, at times it's not for me, it's, I'm considering the other person. Thoda usko lead lene diya. But at times we also give ourselves this opportunity that we take, the part that, no, these are the things, these are really important for me. And I would like, my things to also be considered this time. So that's that. Another focusing on win-win is another point that comes up is focusing on being happy, right? Being happy and whether the other person is happy, actually happy. I'm not saying ki some temporary kind of happiness, whether coming out of fear and insecurity, temporary relief, or, ये बोलना कि मैं तो बिल्कुल दूसरे की खुशी में खुश हूं, ऐसा कुछ भी नहीं होता है। कभी कभी होता है, बट we can't help it as human beings. We all are born with our needs. And I'm not talking about wants and desires. If we are need deprived, if we are not given food, for an example, a physiological need, we are going to feel hungry. ये body है, mind है, system है, needs भी है. We'll talk about the needs also later on. But ये third point था. इसी से linked, I'm going to cover the fourth practice. Fourth practice, which is vulnerability. Practicing vulnerability in relationships can come in many different forms, right? So the first thing is asking, right? So like Akshay was saying, most people are not comfortable asking. Most people are not comfortable sharing. And most people are also not comfortable setting boundaries. All of these things are a part of vulnerability. What it means to be vulnerable, if we take the dictionary definition also, the random, pick anything and, a basic definition, it comes to being open to be attacked, right? Being open to be attacked by the other person. That's what vulnerability means, but what it means. So let's suppose you set a boundary, okay? That this is, this is very important for me and this is a non-negotiable for me. And there is always a chance that the other person may not approve it, may not even accept it, may not understand it, and may not, acknowledge. There's always a chance. And we know that there is a chance. And yet we go out and then we put ourselves at risk and we say that this is what it is, right? Being completely authentic, being completely vulnerable in front of the other person, right? Asking and sharing how you feel as it is. There's nothing, no manufacturing, just simply not saying that you made me feel this way. No, I feel this. This is what happened. I feel this. And I just felt that I want to share this with you. Asking, right? Asking for what you need, that this is what I need. Can you please do this for me? Right? A lot of people cannot ask because, again, like we were talking to Akshay, ki asking में बहुत ऐसे छोटा feel होता है ना. We feel very small. That, oh, I'm such a small person for asking something. But most human and 99.99999% human beings are not psychics. They can't read people's minds. They can't read our minds, right? So asking is a really beautiful thing because people who love us, they would actually really, really appreciate all of these things. Asking, sharing, setting boundaries, our boundaries, right? So that's the fourth practice. Yes, Kalika, your hand is up. Anything you want to say?
I'm not sure what I am about to say is related to this particular thing, but I think this particular point pretty much is broad in nature, and that's about expectations. Even the expectation that this particular person or that particular person needs to fulfill. And if that doesn't get fulfilled, even in terms of asking for help or advice or in a situation, whatever. So there is at times a tendency, at least considering from my past situations, I have had a history where I may have rejected the complete person as it is. So over time, what I have learned is to compartmentalize. Okay, this particular person may be very super practical about it and does not deal with emotions the way I see it or deal with situations the way I see it. अगले का भी ठीक है, मेरा भी ठीक है, but the way we perceive, look at the world is very different. So वो भी गलत नहीं है, मैं भी गलत नहीं हूँ. So compartmentalizing it in terms of expectations ki okay, this is what I can expect from this particular person, and going beyond that is something they don't have the capacity to provide. So that helps me in setting a realistic expectation ki haan, itna I can do, itna this person can do. So that has helped me. This has given me a lot of clarity in terms ki I'm not rejecting the person as a whole, but just one aspect of it. Ki, oh, this aspect doesn't work for both of us. So yeah, that's what I wanted to say.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Even when we are being vulnerable, we need to see where and with whom and in which situation we are being, vulnerable to. So, like, it all depends, who is the other person who's in the relationship. एंड इसमें एक चीज तो है, पहला ये चेक करना, द पॉइंट दैट आई वाज ट्राइंग टू से, कि हम कौन सी स्पेस से आ रहे हैं. आर वी ओपन टू बी वल्नरेबल? आर वी ओपन टू आस्क, शेयर एंड सेट बाउंड्रीज? वो हमारी ओपननेस की बात हो गई, बट डेफिनेटली व्हाट यू आर सेइंग, उसमें हमें ये भी तो देखना पड़ेगा कि सामने वाला कौन है.
Right.
So putting that situational emotional intelligence into place, ki whether the other person is even capable enough to, provide it, or has the skill, or has the anything. So yeah, I mean, um, वो तो मतलब करने का कोई मतलब ही नहीं है. Right. So if somebody has decided only that they are going to violate the boundaries, there's no point. I mean, we have validated it, understood it. If we share some with somebody, they are operating from their own fears and insecurities, then there's no point, doing the sharing and asking or any of these. We don't reject the person, but we can mold it now according to, things, because not every battle is something that we need to play. Really not necessary. Yeah, that was a
Right.
very good point, Kalika. Thank you. Thank you so much for sharing that. Anybody else wants to add anything, say anything to any of the pointers we have covered till now? Okay, ठीक है. तो ये हो गए हमारे 4 points. Quick revision. First is listening skills and providing undivided attention or presence. Second one, seeing things as it is. Making sure that there is giving and receiving, comfortable, graceful giving and receiving, ownership and shared ownership and responsibility, situational emotional intelligence, right? And allowing yourself and people to be who they are. Third one was focusing on win-win, right? So that the relationship can, be nurtured and flourish. It's not like always the imbalance cannot go on for in long term, right? Short term में तो workout कर जाता है. The fourth one is vulnerability, right? Now, as a practice, we have covered all of these points. However, as we were exploring what all are the things which are on the way, obstruction, which do not allow us to go ahead and practice these things in real life, then we saw, our own preconceived notions, judgments, experiences, wounds, blocks, any kind of, knots and hurdles and things that we have put in our psyche, our system, energy body, clearing those things out. ठीक है, तो वो एक काम करना है. On the other side, slowly building one step over the other step, one step at a time, practicing remaining mindful, practicing mindfulness, taking breaks, recharging, slowly building on the listening skills. If we are not able to be vulnerable, starting with asking one small thing. And even if there is discomfort, saying yourself that it's okay, right? You're just starting off. It's okay to feel uncomfortable. Becoming aware in which areas we are, not going for win-win, why I'm not able to set a boundary, right? And slowly exploring and uncovering, bringing awareness to those things, practicing then situational emotional intelligence, asking ourselves that question, am I seeing things as it is, right? And even if there is just one point that comes into awareness, good, it's good. ठीक है, तो अभी तक हो गया, बैलेंसिंग की बातें हो गई, skills की बातें हो गई, asking, sharing boundaries, इमोशनल इंटेलिजेंस, ये सारी बातें हो गई, ठीक है। अब रिसीविंग का चैनल ओपन हो गया है, बट अलोंग विद दैट नाउ द फिफ्थ प्रैक्टिस दैट वी ऑल कैन डू, एंड आई गेस दिस विल बी इजी फॉर most people, not everybody, but fifth point is acknowledging and appreciating the other person, and giving things to them in their love language, giving things to them, giving, what they want, what they need, not what we think what we need, right? So we have to ask for what we need, but we have to give what they need. So understanding that by design, all of us can be different. So in this point, we also bring the design of people into picture. People speak different love languages. If you want to explore this, guys, we have covered it in other open discussions. This is also one of the e-learning journeys. So you can, explore that also, that how to use love languages in relationships. The e-learning journeys, guys, is like, it's a portal where we have all of the recorded things and contemplation questions and all that. And it's just $394 for the subscription. So if anybody is interested, it's like, ki kya hota hai ye janna hai, you can go and check this out. But simple, basic about the love languages, the thing is, ki you will feel fulfilled if you get things in your language, right? And nobody is a psychic, so you need to tell them what you need. But at the same point of time, by design, the other person can be different. So it's important that we ask them, observe them, and get to know what is it that they need and give it to them. So let's suppose gifting is not the language in which you like to receive, right? But maybe the person that you're talking to actually really appreciates gifts, right? So let's suppose your language is act of service, right? If you just, do their office job and you feel that, see, I gave them so much of this, but for them it will be like, what? Why? I could do my work on my own. I didn't even need that. But if you buy them a chocolate, they may feel happier, right? So talking to people, giving people what they want, and of course, acknowledging them, because as human beings, all of us want to be seen, want to be heard, want to be acknowledged, want to be appreciated, right? That's basic. Now, on building on this point, one thing is very important, because we are talking about, by knowing humans by design. So we all have, there are certain things which are our needs. So for an example, the first point, listening skills, usme, Chetan was talking, brought out the point, lack of significance. अब उसमें ये समझने की जरूरत है कि significance is a fundamental emotional need, but if the need is not met, we would want to subconsciously or unconsciously try to meet that need in an unhealthy way. जैसे कि जब कोई कुछ बोल रहा है तो we become so pushy कि नहीं, अब मेरा point सुनो, मुझे भी पता है, मैं भी जानता हूँ.
Imposition.
Imposition. Absolutely. So we all have needs as human beings, right? And हमारी needs बहुत ज्यादा नहीं होती हैं, छोटी छोटी needs होती हैं, all of us. If those needs are met, we can, practice all of these things in a very smooth way. The point is that our needs are एक तो wounds होते हैं, और because wounds होते हैं, हमें ये कभी पता ही नहीं चल पाता how to meet our needs, right? And because of so many unmet needs, because as a child, all we wanted to be seen, we wanted to be heard, we wanted to be loved, we wanted to be appreciated for who we are, right? Acknowledged for, हम सबको अच्छा लगता है ना, we all want all of these things from our parents, but or from the environment, but we don't get it, unfortunately. And then it becomes wounds. And now we have completely lost touch with our system, that what are my needs and how to even meet those needs in an unhealthy way. But needs तो needs होती हैं, है ना? तो मीट तो करनी पड़ेगी. भूख लगती है तो जैसे खाना खाना पड़ता है, वैसे इमोशनल नीड्स को भी मीट तो हम करते ही हैं, बट द ओनली डिफरेंस इज कि now we have forgotten how to meet it in a healthy way and we start meeting it in an unhealthy way. ठीक है? So, any of you who is interested in going deeper into this need-based model and understanding the fundamental emotional needs, there is a YouTube video जिसमें कि हमने it's called needs versus neediness. Very important, very much in parallel to today's conversation. So you guys can go listen to that YouTube audio. While you are sitting or while you're doing your household chores, driving like a podcast, you just put it on, listen to it. ठीक है, आराम से. But हाँ, if it is requiring too much attention, तो drive करते वक्त मत करना. What else? हाँ, और अगर if any of you are more interested in people psychology, human behavior, needs, ये सब और समझना है, तो वो जो love languages वाला मैं e-learning journeys बोल रही थी, in that you can see this fundamental needs and everything is included in that. So those of you who are interested, you can always look at that. It's very important if we have to apply these points and understand the human nature, human psychology, human behavior. And that is crucial and important on the point of emotional intelligence as well as building relationships. Okay, social skills. So ये हो गया. These were the 5 practices that we can do to better any relationship. Okay. Now, in these particular points, we have had specific points. We have had plenty of open discussions, guys. It's been like now 250 plus open discussions. तो हमने जो भी आज cover किया है, उसमें आपको कोई ना कोई detailed discussion मिल जाएगा on YouTube. Yeah. So just you can go, you can listen to that conversation, and yeah. So if any question, you guys, any conversation you want to have, use the app. Just go to the feed page. जैसा हमारा WhatsApp group होता था, app is the same. Go to the feed, write a post, and we can have any conversation that you want there. ठीक है? So that's that. And anything anybody wants to add, say. ठीक है. कुछ नहीं है तो we can wrap up. हाँ.
मेरे को
Yes,
पूछना
Akshay.
है बस, मेरे को एक चीज पूछनी है बस, वो
Hmm.
how markers pointers, my third question was pointers markers to identify when to remove the rose tinted glasses.
Can you provide an example?
I get into a relationship, maybe it's a friendship, maybe it's a
Okay.
love relationship, maybe it's a new job and I'm so in awe of my boss. I kind of, obviously at that time so your brain gets fogged up. You don't realize the flags, red flags, beige flags, green flags, whatever. But then there comes a time when you get into that realization, and you just want to let go of the rose tinted glasses and see things for how they actually are.
हाँ.
Right? तो
हाँ.
वो आइडेंटिफाई करने के लिए क्या पॉइंटर्स, क्या मार्कर्स मिल सकते हैं?
हाँ.
I mean, based on effective relationships. हाँ, मेरे लिए मतलब for building an effective relationships, I think this would be one of the most crucial aspects for me.
तो वही चीज है ना अक्षय कि फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल, ठीक है, if you have reacted, if you have said something, done something, whatever is going on inside your head and so on and so forth, but taking a few steps back, taking a pause, ठीक है, और फिर उसके बाद you see your own reactions, where the other person is coming from, applying all of these pointers that we have discussed. But if you are asking for pointers and markers, ठीक है, तो आपको ये देखने की जरूरत है कि विन विन हो रहा है या फिर विन विन दिखाया जा रहा है, या फिर इट्स ऑलवेज वन पर्सन हु इज compromising, that person is you, whether are you still in the same pattern where you're not able to ask, or you're again giving, and the other person is saying something but is not it's not they are not delivering or they are not taking actions based on the words. तो वो congruency नहीं है. Congruency नहीं है. जो reasoning है, that reasoning is not something which is making you feel, you can trust this situation, things that are happening. तो ये सारी चीजें दिख रही हैं अगर these are evident in front of your eyes. If you are at loss or you say something, somebody agrees to it, but then they don't apply it or they don't, go by their words. So then, something more that you need to see. तो markers तो यही होते हैं कि अगर incongruency है तो फिर you need to do something about it. Maybe not immediately. Find evidence, understand the situation, talk about it, whatever is there in your. और question है, does this make sense? You're on mute,
या
Akshay.
मतलब अब जो मेरे को समझ में आया है कि सबसे पहले तो आइडेंटिफाई करो कि if you are a doormat or not. If you are a doormat, analyze why you're a doormat. Then identify whether you are being you are letting yourself get used, or you genuinely enjoy being used. And if you do that, then you have to change, right?
Right.
ठीक है, done.
And anyway, in situations, even if let's suppose you are, somebody who can, set a boundary, ask and all that, but still in your environment, you may find people who are very inconsiderate, who are very much, like ready to, violate boundaries and be little more selfish, only thinking about themselves, only thinking from their angle. Then in those situations, you need to act out according to that, right? Where you need to put your foot down.
Understandable, right?
Yeah. Cool. Okay. Anything else you want to talk about?
No, that's it from my side. Thanks.
Thank you, Akshay. Okay. Anybody else wants to say anything? Hi, Akarma.
Hi, Anamika. Hi, everyone.
We were just finishing the conversation. Good. Okay, agar aaj ka ho gaya, then let's wrap up the conversation for now. And then we'll see you guys next week, same time, same day, and for the next discussion. Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you, Anamika. Thank you all.
Thank you. Bye-bye, everyone. Good night.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye. Thanks.